Hi Libra, welcome. So Libra, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages and then we're going to go to the you versus them. My readings are timeless, by the way, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. Also, it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get into it. So, I feel like I knew that you were going to get this card before it actually came out. And it's the card of complexity. And I don't know why. I just felt that in the meditation that, just complexed, I guess that's the word for it. Because this card talks about complications, contradictions, doubting oneself. It also talks about a sense of irritation or being kind of mystified or puzzled about something. It's just like this vibe of like, that doesn't make sense to me, or I don't like when things don't make sense to me, which no air sign does. And I'm a triple air sign, but especially you, Libra, like it needs to add up for you. There's like a sense of like really needing to feel like you truly understand before you can like get on board with something or with somebody. And so there is like the search for knowledge, I feel like, going on right now. And interestingly enough, this card also talks about education, learning new things, clarity, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to title this reading, Make This Make Sense to Me. That's just what I'm feeling right off of the bat, but we'll see. We'll see. It's early. So let's see what other cards we have here for Libra. You have the card of healing, the card of ripeness, and give me one more, and the card of rebirth. So healing quite literally talks about healing. This could be physically, emotionally, spiritually, you name it. It's right next to the card of ripeness and rebirth. So I feel like what is showing up here for you, Libra, is like you're right on the edge of some sort of rebirth or change in your life, or quantum leap, which is interesting because quantum leap came up in the Cancerian reading that I just posted the other day. Check it out if you have Cancer placements in your chart or fourth house placements. But it's this sense of like nothing making sense because it's all going to make sense in the long run. You know what I mean? Like there is something around the corner here, Libra, that maybe your spidey senses pick up on, but you don't have all of the data yet, or you don't have all of the information yet, and it's coming, right? But I feel this to be a positive shift. Anytime I get the rebirth card, it's kind of like clearing out old karma and welcoming like a new fresh energy. So let's see what this is about. We're gonna go deeper into the situation and see what else does Libra need to know. You have the World card, the Nine of Pentacles. Let's see what else. Temperance. Wow. Okay, one more. Let's get one more. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm going to tell you why I said wow in a second. Five of Cups that came out in the reverse. So there's like this questioning going on. Can I do this on my own? Will I be okay? If there are changes that are unexpected in the workplace or with money or with my partner, with my home, etc., will I land on my own feet? So I feel a lot of questioning, up in the Libra energy. And of course, Libra, like you always land on your feet. You're one of the most smartest. That didn't sound right. You're one of the more intelligent, right, or intellectual signs. And so, you're always going to figure it out. You always figure it out, right? But I do feel like there is that questioning here. The world is talking about things coming full circle. It also talks about endings and closures. And initially this came out in the reverse. So this is coming out in an area of your life where you may be still codependent or not as well placed or as independent as you could be, right? Or are capable of being. And so there's a change coming through in that area of your life, I guess, to break something loose there so that you can kind of flip this upside down so that you can realize your own worth, Libra, but also your own capabilities as you kind of strike it out on your own or strike out with your next, and I don't mean strike out, I mean begin your next project or pathway or whatever this is. This is about like shoring yourself up, right? And then the Five of Cups is here. It's in the reverse. So in the upright, this is, look at that card, kind of down in the dumps, right? This is somebody who's not feeling well, who is kind of at a loss, and it's in the reverse. So I feel you coming out of that. So if there's been something also emotionally speaking that you've been down about, Libra, I feel the energy around that lifting as well as you kind of get prepared, energetically speaking, for whatever is right around the corner here. So let's go a little bit deeper. I have like 2 songs playing in my head. One is Rihanna. She says, like, I'm the only one in the world. I'm the only one who knows your heart. It'll make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world or something. I don't know the lyrics of it. Take it or leave it. Okay. 2 of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Pentacles. Why? 6 of Pentacles. So I feel you're weighing something out here. And what you're weighing out is what is the emotional energy around this, but also what is the practical or logical solution to all of this, right? The 6 of Pentacles is also talking about equal giving and receiving. It could be very generous energy. It could also be a payout, quite literally, physically speaking, a physical manifestation of a payout. So I feel like you're juggling quite a few different things energetically right now. And I feel like that's why the complexity card came through, because it's not just about what makes sense. It also is about what would make you feel best. It's also about, you know, what makes sense, right? And I don't know if, sorry, I just want to make sure I get this right. If you're trying to please another person or other people along the way, but it seems to be overcomplicating the situation, like, you know, I think Libra energy is a people person and sometimes a people pleaser. And I say that with love. I'm a Libra moon and rising. You know, we like to get along. We like for everyone to get along. We like to be liked, things of that nature. But that's just not always possible, right? Sometimes you have to make decisions for you that are unlikable, right? By another person or other people. And I think that if you're faced with any sort of decision like that, Libra, one thing you can do to help soothe yourself around that is to say, you know, my source agrees with me. Other people might not, or this person might not, but my source, my inner being, my God source is always in agreement with me, always loves me, always sees my worth. And so this will work out. This will work out for me, and eventually it'll work out for everyone else. But, you know, it's up to everyone else to find their own pathway. You cannot be responsible for that, Libra. You know, yeah. So let's see what else for Libra. I feel so serious during this reading. We need a little bit more light and playful energy here. The Hangman, the Three of Wands that came out in the reverse. I'm going to honor it that way. Get one more. Now, the Four of Cups. What I'm feeling off of this is like, oh, forget it. I don't know. If something seems too draining or too hard or too difficult for you, you might be best to just leave it alone. I'm not talking about just right out giving up, but, you know, for each their own, to each their own. But I do feel a sense of like, should I give up on this? You know, especially if something's not adding up for you or not making sense to you. If there's no movement in a situation, if things feel stagnant and you're still not able to get any change, you know, it may make you feel like quite literally giving up. And honestly, sometimes it takes us giving up in order to release enough resistance for the universe to actually make it happen. Because sometimes when we really, really want for something or desire for something, we put too much emphasis on it. We almost wrangle it to the ground in our mind. You know, we obsess over it. We often think in opposition to it. I want it, but it's not here. I want it, but it's not here. I want the money, but I don't have it. We often accidentally emphasize the not having of it, so much so that the universe literally cannot bring it to you, because that would have to buck law of attraction. Right? Law of attraction says that of which is likened to itself shall be drawn. So you cannot attract, say, wealth when you're feeling broke. You have to find a way to feel wealthy without the money for wealth to become yours. And this is true also of love, also of the career of your dreams, all of that, right? But most people get so pointed on the not having piece of it that it literally cannot manifest until they finally give it up. Give it up. Give up needing to wrangle it in your mind. Give up needing to figure it out. Give up thinking about it at all. And then miraculously, without much effort, all of a sudden it manifests when you don't care about it anymore. And you're like, well, why didn't it manifest when I needed it? Now that I don't need it or I don't care, it's here. That's why. Because you release the resistance. Yeah. And so, you know, I think a lot of people manifest really wonderful things in their life and they don't even realize how they did it. And they think they did it because they struggled enough that they finally got it. But what actually happened is they finally got it because they gave up the struggle. They finally gave up the worrying about it or the talking about not having it. You know what I mean? And then, boom, there it is. So, I don't know why I went into all of that, Libra. It's part of the message here for you, obviously. Whatever it is you feel has been stuck or stagnant or you've struggled with, it's almost like, I give up. And it's almost like, good. You know, Spirit saying, good, good, good. It wasn't your job to worry over it anyways. Let the universe bring it to you. And also, in the meantime, rejuvenate yourself, right? This is about healing your body. This is about paying attention to your emotional health and physical health. This is about believing in yourself, right? And something that doesn't make sense right now is about to make perfect sense to you in just a matter of time. So let's get the guidance and then let's go to the you versus them love reading for my Libras. For Libra. Ooh. Card number 38. I can stop attracting don't wants by attention to do wants. You cannot rid the world of things that bother you. You have got to rid your vibration of the thing that bothers you. When you rid your vibration of the thing that bothers you, then no things that bother you can come. But you cannot really rid anything from your vibration because there's no exclusion in the attraction-based universe. The only way to stop attracting something you don't want is by giving your attention to something you do want. But you have to take small steps in it. And sometimes, Libra, you just gotta leave it alone altogether. Wow. Perfect advice for a perfect reading. Let's go into the love reading then and see what is going on. I'm going to clear my cards and I'll be right back. Stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. All right, so Libra, now we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it is a general reading, so the roles can be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, yada yada. You guys know the drill. Okay, so we have in your energy the Fool. All right, so this is all about new beginnings, taking chances, sometimes a leap of faith, right? And then this person has the Miser and what was that? Change. Okay. So I actually like that card combination together because the Miser to me is someone who's very closed off, a bit stingy, not really open to sharing or giving. And with the card Change here, that's denoting to me that that's about to change, right? Or there's going to be some sort of change in that behavior or that vibration. So let's see. And, you know, I also want to say, like, sometimes when we don't allow ourselves to be open to change or to be open to, you know, other ways of doing things or seeing things, the universe has, like, this funny way of putting us in life circumstances where it almost forces us to change or to see it from another point of view. So I feel like there could also be a little bit of that occurring. And this is showing up, again, in the person you're dealing with. But let's go a bit deeper. We're going to look at the past and then how you both think and feel about each other in the now, and then most likely outcomes. So recent past for Libra, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. Let me get one on the 7 of Swords. Ooh, there it is. Ace of Swords. Okay, so I feel like Libra, if you have been doing your thing, you know, staying in your own lane, working on yourself, you know, keeping busy, right? Like not entertaining the BS. I feel some sort of reward coming through, universally speaking. That's just a side note. But I also feel like if there's been things going on behind the scenes that you were unaware of, you're also going to be getting clarity or insight as well. On that. And I feel like whatever was done in the dark, Libra, will always come to light. So if you have any skeletons in the closet, by the way, this might be a time frame where you want to air them out maybe, or tell the truth, or, you know, whatever, clear out that karma for yourself, okay? But I'm actually getting also the words sneaking suspicion. So if you've had a sneaking suspicion here and you've been trying to, I don't know, focus elsewhere and not really entertain it, then I feel you getting answers, right? Or the truth around a situation. And I know this is past energy, but I feel it is incorporating into the now. So something from the past you're finding out more about in the now, or something you didn't know from the past, now you know, right? Like something like that going on here. So let me see this person's recent past. Say if like you, I don't know why I keep elaborating on this. Say if you didn't have all the information about something, by the way, you know, you'll be getting more information, which is funny because the spiritual reading also indicated like a missing puzzle piece or something not making sense to you, and now I feel it again in the love reading. So anyways, let's go a bit deeper into the recent past for Libra's person. Were they up to? Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, sorry, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So I feel like this person actually being in a pretty positive mindset or energy, at least in the recent past, you know, doing things that make them happy, that make them feel playful, focusing on, you know, their own self-worth and Also, love. Absolutely. The Ace of Cups is here. So I feel like this person has been, you know, maybe really infusing a lot of love into their life or into this connection, or maybe this connection is infusing life and love into them, you know, take it as it's resonating. But I also feel like it's about loving what they do as well, whether that be for like a hobby or a career that also like revitalizes this person. And it's weird too, because they had the Miser, which is very closed off energy, and the Queen of Pentacles in this deck, I don't know if you can see it, it's pretty closed off too. So I take that to mean like sometimes this person can be, I don't want to say closed-minded, but yeah, there's like a stubbornness showing up as well about this person. So they're not somebody who's very easy to manipulate or get them to change unless they want to change, right? So let's see, Libra, let's go deeper into the now. When you think of this person, what does Libra think of this person? Libra, what do you think of this person? Excuse me, I got the itchies. There's that Rihanna song again. I heard that in the spiritual reading. You're gonna make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world. Your heart. Oh my goodness. Anyways, take that song reference if it resonates with you. You may actually randomly hear it. Sometimes that's how it works as well. But anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so the Strength card, the Magician, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. But actually the Magician was in the reverse. So I feel very strongly that you felt like, you know, things would work here or within this connection, only to find out like, you know, maybe something didn't go as planned initially or isn't going as planned as of now. And it may or may not even be related directly to this person, but this is showing up in how you think of them. So to me, it's a weird message because it's like, as you think of this person, I feel like you see them as like very capable of like giving you everything you want and everything you need, and yet they always leave you empty-handed, or they leave you feeling like a little without, or that maybe they're not fully giving to you in the way that you desire or the way that you give to them. And I feel you getting in your emotions about this, Libra, and yet, you know, having the strength or having the courage to carry on anyways, or to carry on with the connection anyways. So yeah. And I'm also getting the word misgivings. I actually don't even know what that means, but we'll see. So what does this person think of Libra? Seven of Cups. I wasn't ready, but we'll take it. The Wheel. The Strength card. And the Page of Pentacles. So it's interesting to me because I feel like this person finds you somewhat confusing or difficult to understand at times. And I'm feeling this on an emotional level. So I feel like sometimes they don't relate to you or understand your emotions, or like why you're responding or why you feel the way that you feel. But I also feel like this person feels very lucky, or that there's divine timing here, and feels very strongly in the potential or the commitment of the connection. So I feel like a sure-footed type of energy when it comes to, you know, at least how they think about the connection, Libra. Even if sometimes you are a bit emotionally confusing to this person, I still feel like they feel lucky to have found you, met you, or to be in your life, whatever the case may be. So I like that. Okay, well, let's go deeper then. Let's go into how you feel underneath it all. How does Libra feel underneath it all on an emotional level? How does you would feel about them. Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords. Wow, I was not expecting that. Okay, so you seem to have very different feelings in this person, and this so much reminds me of the Cancer reading that I literally just did the other day. Please, if you're dealing with a Cancerian or you have Cancer placements in your chart or fourth house placements, check that reading out. Super similar. It's almost eerie. Anyways, I say all that because, like, in your heart space, it feels like a waste of time. You know, I don't know if this is just a moment in time that you're feeling this, or when you're angry you're feeling this, or if this is long term. But to me, what I sense here is like a sense of wasted time. You know, like wasted energy, just to be, you know, left without or left heartbroken. I feel angry, angst, very serious energy, like almost, I'm getting that song, seriously, but did you see my silhouette? It's almost like, I'm just going to speak from fully what I feel. It's almost like I can't take you seriously. You know what I mean? Like, seriously? How could you do this to me? Seriously? I don't know why I keep getting the word seriously if somebody says that repeatedly. I feel a letdown here in the energy, and it actually is coming out as irritation more than anything, you know. Oh, let's see where this person's at then. How are they feeling emotionally towards Libra? Two of Swords. King of Wands. Up in the air, back and forth, uncertain, unsure. The Tower is here, so it's like they weren't really expecting something. Either they weren't expecting you to feel, oh my gosh, really? They weren't expecting you to feel that way? Really? Seriously? Sorry. I was kept getting that word earlier. I felt like that was a good place to put that word. But anyways, that's kind of how I think you feel. Like you didn't know that would hurt me, or you didn't know that would, you know, piss me off or whatever. And I feel like this person literally was blindsided by your reaction to something or the way that you're feeling about something. You know, I feel like it took them off guard, maybe because they don't see it that way or they don't feel that way. And I get it, you know, because I think they have a different way of like processing emotion than you, Libra. So they don't always see things as you see them, especially if you're a feminine dealing with a masculine. You know, masculines process emotion differently than feminines, right? But regardless of who you're dealing with, it's a sense of this person's pride also getting in the way, and or like their ego blinding them to like how you're feeling emotionally or something. So it's very interesting energy exchange here. So let's see most likely outcome then, which of course based on free will, so could be changed. I can't get that song out of my head. Seriously. Have you seen my silhouette? Okay. All right, let's see. What's next for Libra? Page of Cups, Eight of Wands. Okay, well, Libra, if you're feeling some kind of way, tell them how you feel. This might actually really blow their mind or surprise them to know how you're feeling, right? That you and I feel this is coming from a good intending space. Like, you know, if you have a lot on your chest or a lot on your mind, I feel you wanting to get it out, you know, wanting to say what you need to say. Libras are not very good at suppressing emotion. We just talk too much, you know, quite literally. We think too much, we overanalyze too much to let anything really get suppressed or past us, you know what I mean? So I feel like it starts out as like a well-intending conversation or a good intention to communicate, you see? But then be careful now, because if you're irritated, it's going to maybe come off quite blunt or quite defensive, and it kind of blows the situation up. It creates like a tower moment, maybe surprises this person to hear how you feel, or to hear maybe the agitation or harshness or something behind the emotion, right? I just noticed I have the Ace of Cups in the reverse here. So it's all in the way that you approach it, Libra, when you're talking about how you feel as to how it's going to result, right? So if you approach something from a very intense or negative mood, right, or vibration, you're going to likely attract a very tense and negative reaction, because energy is contagious, you know, versus if you approach it with a calm, understanding mindset, you know, let's look at this together, let's work this out together, then you're likely to get a much better result that matches that. It's all in the energy work, right, as to how people, and specifically this person, responds. But, you know, they also have their own free will. So sometimes you could be as diplomatic as you want or as kind as you want, and people gonna be people, you know. But for the most part, usually they are most times just simply responding to your tone, your mood, you know, how you are affirming yourself. So let's see this person's likely outcome. It's all good over here. What the what? Why are you on two totally different pages than this person? Either one of two things, and I felt this in the Cancer reading. Either they're completely oblivious, right? And maybe that's why it would be surprising to them how you're really feeling, okay? And or they are purposely blocking it out or ignoring it because of their ego, okay? But I can tell you, whichever one it is, it doesn't really matter, because the outcome is kind of the same. Like, you are getting ready to react and respond based on the mood and vibration you've been in, and this person is about to do the same. But see, the thing is like, because they are in a different energetic wavelength, I guess, than you, it's a bit hard to predict, right? Like, I feel like this person, they're trying to see the bright side. They're trying to, you know, have equal give and take. They're going through some changes, some endings, some new beginnings. They're focused on their stability, their family, their foundation. They're wanting to reach for their goals. They are not in this emotional space that I feel you're in. So either, I could also read it as like, maybe you have something very emotional going on or personal to you, and it doesn't have anything to do with this person, but, you know, but I feel it does, you know, but take it as it resonates. But even if that's the case, they're still on a different vibrational level than you. This is weird. Okay, so why? I'm sorry. I would usually stop there, but I need to know. What is the difference? What is this going on over here? What is the Tower? Maybe my dog barking is signifying like, don't go deeper, but I'm going to. Come on. What is the Tower? So this is all on an emotional level. Yeah, are you suppressing something? That's so unlike you, Libra. Well, if you are, it's bound to come out, you know, eventually. Especially if you've been holding on to emotions or trying to soothe or heal something within yourself when it comes to this connection, and yet it lingers, because I have that song in my head. Do you have to let it linger? You know I'm such a fool for you. Got me wrapped around your finger. There's something lingering here. There's something lingering here. And I think there's a good possibility, based on this person's energy, that they are completely oblivious to what is lingering in your energy. Well, temporarily, for now. I think you may very well speak on this. I'm going to get one more for them. I just feel this person being so like hyper focused on like either their work or what they have going on, or, you know, elsewhere. They're more solution focused than problem focused, that they're just in a totally different vibration. I can't say that enough. So either, again, there's an unawareness here, or a purposeful ignoring possibly, and or they're just hyper fixated on what they have going on. So I feel like this would come as a surprise to them. They are changing into a more open energy though. So it's all in the approach. It's all in how you want to respond to this, or if you want to approach it all. So let's see, Libra, or approach it at all. But I actually feel like this person's in kind of like a high vibing space. So, yeah. It's card number 15. I have complete control over my own thoughts. You can find yourself in an endless loop where you explain that you feel negative because of the negative behavior of someone else. But if instead you take control of your own emotions and you think an improved thought because it feels better to do so, you can turn it around. You have no real control of what anyone else is doing with their vibration, or with their actions for that matter. But you have complete control over your own thoughts, your own vibrations, and your own emotions, which equal your point of attraction. Wow, this card really sums it up. You can find yourself in an endless loop where you explain that you feel negative because of the negative behavior of someone else. But if instead you take control of your own emotions, you will feel better to do so. So is that what's happening here, Libra? You're letting yourself get all out of alignment and all out of whack because of what this person is or is not doing. In the meantime, they don't seem to be having, it doesn't seem to be having the same effect on them. Like they are kind of staying in their own lane. So if they are going to be unaffected, why are you letting yourself be affected? Take your control back. And what I mean by that is of your own emotional space, and honor your emotional space. You deserve to feel good. All right, so wow, let's leave it there for now. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Pisces here, Scorpio, Leo, Scorpio again, Leo again, Taurus, Scorpio again, Pisces, Aries, Leo again. Wow, lots of Leo and Scorpio and Aries. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, Libra, but could be any zodiac sign as it is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. Also, check me out on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do have videos and content over there. All of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section. And also linked in my community section is the link to vote for me. I am in the Fab Over 40. I'm still in first. Yay, at least for my group. And the voting for the top 5 ends tomorrow. So if you could or wouldn't mind giving me a vote by clicking on the link in the community section, also pinned at the top of my Facebook. You can vote for free daily. I would really appreciate that. Please don't pay for votes though. It's not that serious. But I would appreciate a free vote. So anyways, that's my spiel. I love you guys so much. Till next time, my friends. Namaste.